Welcome back to News Inside. Bro, I didn't even see any touch of Valentine. You come on. Are you love?
I'm not loveless.
Red, yes, red. There, so
Oh, that's
I'm not loveless.
And you were telling me that your whole has touch of red.
Of course.
Are you colorblind?
Pink is a red family.
A red family.
Family, not the real love.
Happy Valentine, guys.
Yes.
We always have to spread love, especially in this country.
Yeah, it's a daily thing.
Between the Christians and the Muslims, the North and the South, the Yoruba and the Hausa, the Igbo, we are one. We have found ourselves as a country.
Why are you not mentioning the African traditional religion?
Okay, that's I think
Plus
that's
African traditional religion.
Okay, plus African traditional religion. Meanwhile, you told me you are going to church just now.
I'm an African first before I become a Christian.
All right, so we spread love in this country, and we believe that same love and passion for our country that will now form the basis to which we rise. Not seeing ourselves, whether we are Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Christian, Muslim, traditional people, we are first Nigeria and we want development. There are no market for Christians alone. There are no market for Muslims alone. All markets, we all are inside. It's a secular Nigeria.
And it's the same INEC and it's the same court.
Exactly! The same judges. You see?
The same Ondo State.
I don't know why you guys like Ondo State.
Because Ondo State is interesting.
It's interesting, all right. You know, it's like a conflict state in a way. You know, you're coming from the north, you pass through Edo State, coming from the south, you pass through Edo State. You know, well, it's well with Edo State in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Well, you are taking it to another level.
Yes, that's where I believe. You know, Okpebholo's faith hang in the balance. He doesn't know where to go, left or right. The tribunal is sitting. There were admittance of overvoting somewhere, though they said it was cancelled, and so much of him, he doesn't know what to do right now. Philip.
You know, it's very interesting, you know. Okpebholo and the APC had the mandate to defend, and they are doing their best. But I don't want to say their best is not good enough, but from what we see from their best, it appears not to be good enough. Because just yesterday here, we were made to understand that, they called 4 witnesses who admitted to overvoting, which is the PDP contention. And they said, they had 28 witnesses they've called for, they are going to call the remaining 24. Only for them to call, only for APC to come back to court to say, well, the document they were to rely on couldn't arrive from Benin to Abuja, therefore, they are closing their case. You know, APC has nothing to lose, but Okpebholo has everything to lose. So I sympathize with him at this point in time. If his own party, from what we see, leave him halfway the journey, what happens to him? Because it is the evidence before the court that the court will rely on to give their judgment. Okay? Here, PDP has presented their case fully. He had, put out his defense. He caught just a single witness who also admitted to, overvoting. And here is his party, which we thought had all entails. That is why I said, Okpebholo, never mind, just caught the single witness. We are going to come with all the arsenal to destabilize PDP. And look at what they have done. So it's a sad day for him.
Do you think it's a gimmick by the APC?
Just like you said, that is the possibility of him continuing on office is relying on faith or something. Truth remains that anybody that goes to court is relying on faith eventually, because once there is a disagreement between two parties, the other one is seeing from his own perspective, the other person is seeing from his own perspective. No doubt about that. And also, they say silence cannot be misquoted. Silence is golden. But you have to ask yourself, that is probably when everywhere is silent. But when your opposition is talking, PDP were talking, presenting their evidence, the gimmicks that silence will be golden as at that time might not, maybe fall down easily with your followers. Because your followers, the adrenaline in their system right now. Because if they had planned from beginning that we are not going to call witnesses, I would say it's a gimmick. But if you say, They told us on Wednesday that 28 witnesses are on their way. Then on Thursday, you said those 28 witnesses couldn't arrive because the documents were in Benin. So does it mean that witness and the documents were not significant to your defense?
That you should have prepared beforehand.
Yeah, if they are significant, then like he said, it's a bad day for APC. But if they were not significant, that they really didn't need it, do you understand? Because they used to say that he that alleges
must
prove. So if it is in that way, fine. And like we said, on the it is over, it is not over. I do not completely believe it's a sad day, like a sad day in quotes. But the progression is not landing well with
from what we are seeing now
with the followers, particularly when those that spoke, the four that spoke in some form said, oh, everything were all right. During cross-examination, you say yes, they were overvoting, but it was cancelled. If there was overvoting and it was cancelled, that is not equal to everything is all right. Everything is all right is a different statement.
It means it was seamless.
Yeah, that things were wrong and was attended to is also a different statement. So, you know, but again, the judge is the good. We can't decide.
Philip, there's an election that went on as well in Ondo State.
Yes.
There is no hula baloo like it is in Edo State. What makes Edo State very significant?
You know, Edo State became very significant because during the Edo State governorship election, the whole country were in Benin and the entire Edo State.
The same thing they were in Ondo State as well.
It's not as pronounced as it were in Edo State. It was not so. You know, from before I come to, he made a statement that silent is good. Just yesterday here, we were told by his very self that, look, there's mystery in noise. That if, he gave an example, that if two people come to hospital, we say, I am sick, and the man is actually dying, I am sick, I'm painful, and he just makes little sad. Somebody that was not so sick came and said, I'm dying, that the hospital and the doctor will attend to that man first to save his life, because it appears that this man, he can manage himself. You understand? In case of Edo State Tribunal, the PDP had made their presentation. And don't forget, I did say that, in this era of practice, there's what we call front-loading of witness statement. If you have said you have 28 witnesses, that means you have front-loaded the witness statement of 28 persons who are coming to adopt their statement. Only for you to come to tell court that, well, because of arrival, what arrival are you talking about? This thing is before the tribunal already. You have filed your defense. It's just mere oral adoption. I am telling you, it's not important, like you said. Just maybe they just fed those 24 and they don't have any rule. They can still get what they want.
But from the onset, why did they mention 20?
That is why we feel that Okpebholo fate is hanging on the
balance.
Because it's people who we thought we do everything possible to defend this mandate. For what we are seeing, they are not doing enough. Maybe what we don't know, they might be doing better than we are thinking.
And to stretch it, the four that spoke didn't completely stand the position APC was presenting, that everything was perfect.
They went on the other side.
It's kind of a mixed bag. Do you understand? So, and PDP, we are saying there was overvoting. That one need to be established. And from the four witnesses, they have established that they were overvoting. Then that it was cancelled was where INEC himself will come in, or INEC itself would rather come in. You understand? So, issues of overvoting, if, APC refuse this to defend themselves in this area of overvoting that affects all other area, then you are not too sure how the judge will look at it.
Does this show confidence in governance?
Well, governance is a little broad.
Yes. But you see, from the base of the tree, you can know how high to go and how it's going to spread.
Let me be candid with you. I think APC are relying rather than bring in witnesses and they make mistakes, or rather not bring them at all and let the judge work
the things out.
Well, what I think this is a new APC legal system, because we see from the presidential tribunal that the APC government, that is today the APC then, presidential candidate and the APC didn't call any witness.
Do we have?
And at the same time, the INEC didn't call any witness. This same thing is playing out in this.
As a matter of fact, this INEC calling witness, defending, and calling judge, lawyers, and getting this actually nonsense. Because INEC themselves should have no stake in the matter. They are supposed to be independent.
They are not biased.
They should have no stake in the matter. INEC paying money with our money to defend a candidate.
To say that he was duly elected. Now, there's a statement you made. You said this APC judiciary. Is there an APC judiciary?
I said APC legal system. It is our own legal practice.
Does APC have a legal system?
Remember there was...
What we know is a Nigerian legal system.
What I am saying, yes. The APC have a kind of legal system they operate. What they operate from, what we witness in the 2023 presidential election, they don't call witnesses. They just come and just do their things.
Basically, you remember, like you said, during the presidential tribunal, the last presidential election, you remember there was allegedly a footnote of a lawyer, a defense counsel, that the judgment itself was on before the correction was made eventually. It was circulated all over. So when he said APC
that will come back.
It was circulated.
Does APC have a legal system? Or we have the Nigerian legal system?
APC had the way of practicing law from 2023 to date.
Because for an accusation to be laid before you, yes, let's just put it out of electoral system.
Yes.
Let's say you are accused of being an armed robber.
Yes.
Okay, and somebody said they saw you getting into a supermarket, you shot 2-3 people down, and you robbed everyone, and they are giving you a chance to defend yourself.
Definitely.
They brought out the video of everything, whatever, or whichever evidence they had before the judge, and you decide to keep quiet. The judge will take decision based on what the other people brought,
or on the alternative, you only witness you said yes, you actually shot, but you don't know whether he killed people.
Whether he killed people or not.
And then you said,
and I know that when you shot them, they called police.
Yes.
and police treated the matter.
And the police
accepted the matter. And you now refuse to say anything.
The judge will give judgment in your favor.
So now the judge will have to rely on the things you didn't say.
And it's preempting your mind.
Preempt your mind and the things the other people say. Okay. Or if what other people say is invalid.
You not pray on their...
Yes, maybe the evidences presented by PDP themselves are invalid.
So you not pray on their
own.
So
you are relying on...
Not based on what...
Not based on your own.
Okay, that I answered. We will be right back when the legal system is good.